Hey guys, it's me, truth be told. I'm sharing a video today from a lady called Onearth. I watched the video, and by the time I got to the end of it, I just thought, wow, that's amazing. The words are something that I would want to share. So, which I'm doing. I've asked her permission, and she said, yes, it's fine if I share this video. So yeah, please guys, anybody watching that is, signed up to Armchair Detective who, needs to maybe faced with realism, please listen to this lady's words. It resonates with me, and it's something again that I think needs to get out there. So, although I haven't had the chance to make any videos, by sharing this, I hope that the more we share videos that tell the truth about Armchair Detective on our channels, the more the words will get out there. So if there's any subscribers that are watching this that are being nosy, please listen to this lady's words, and please understand we are just trying to tell the truth about Alan, that he's lying, he's deceiving, and he's hurting people. So again, thank you for watching. Take care. Bye.
This video is to try and connect with the subs of the Armchair Detective channel in the hope that maybe this video is to try and connect with the subs of the Armchair Detective channel. This video is to try and connect with the subs of the Armchair Detective channel in the hope that maybe they will start thinking about their actions and their words. After reading many comments under his videos, there are a few reoccurring comments that I would like to address. One being, God forbid, if a member of my family or my daughter was murdered, I would want AD to investigate. Would you really? Let's think about that for a moment. Would you want an absolute stranger with no training whatsoever to investigate your daughter's murder? A total stranger. Would you want him in a room with your child when they are at their most vulnerable, and then take to social media and share the intimate details of that child's final moments with 60,000 people? Would you? Would you also want that person to bring in a man that is on the sex offenders register for life to discuss your child's murder? That's a frightening thought. That truly is. And to those that are saying the police are corrupt, they did a terrible job, AD, you would do a much better job. Has the Armchair Detective ever sat in a mortuary all night because the victim's mummy said they were afraid of the dark, and sang nursery rhymes to that child? It hasn't. Nobody ever be capable of doing that. And to the officer that does that, if that police officer is a parent, they always see their own child's face on that little body. But according to the Armchair Detective and one of his insiders that was writing apparently to the perpetrator, they don't think that officer should get post-traumatic stress. They've seen worse. Oh my God. All of you have absolutely no idea whatsoever what it takes to not only investigate a heinous crime such as the one he's discussing, and out of respect for the family, I'm not mentioning the victims' names because I respect them and I respect what those victims have gone through. Nor has AD ever sat in an interview room opposite the perpetrator of such a heinous crime and had to listen to every single detail without showing any reaction whatsoever whilst a perpetrator is grinning. I can assure you it takes everything you have not to react. But they don't, and they didn't. They kept asking questions because they were there to get the truth for the family members, to get the perpetrator put away so he can't do this to anyone else, but to get justice for the victims. Now, to constantly state, Onearth is out for justice, let's have a look at some of the things he has said and he has done. As you know, there were children involved in this crime, and he had a conspiracy theory that because there was fuel in the back of the truck, he was going to blow up the disposal site. He then said, "Burn, burn, baby, burn," and started singing. Now, he can deny that all he chooses to, but there is proof. If you go to the hate channels, the truth channels, the videos of him saying it, singing it, are there. Do not believe what I am saying, verify it. Let's see what else he did. He did a mock investigation, a mock interview on somebody that he thought was involved. It became a comedy sketch. Can I just remind you, a pregnant mother and her 2 children were murdered, and he and his little sidekicks think it's acceptable to put several videos up injecting humour. There is no humour when lives have been lost. I read some of your comments. You would want him investigating, again, God forbid, your child's murder. How would you feel if he was sitting there injecting theories and telling you your child had gone through something they actually hadn't? What they went through was horrendous enough without a warped mind of a nobody sitting there adding his twisted thoughts. Now, to say the family should just keep off social media, it's not just the family of these victims you are all offending and causing distress and re-victimising. It's the families of anyone who, sadly, has had family members or loved ones murdered. But there you sit, bringing up your own vile thoughts. Several times the father of the lady that was murdered has said, I know there's going to be interest in this case. There will always be interest in true crime. All I ask is please stick to the facts. Do you know how hard it would be for that man to say that? To know his family that has been murdered is being discussed all over the internet. But yet, he said, please stick to the facts. That's because the facts are bad enough without painting a picture that a child was walked to their death after witnessing the murder of their baby sister. Be very aware. That is the thoughts of the man you are financially donating to hear what is in his depraved mind. You are not paying to have justice. The case is closed. Do you honestly believe the mother, the father, the brother of the victim would really let this go if they genuinely, truly believed others were involved? And to those of you that are parents, I ask you, please cast your mind back, especially if you're a mother, to when you were carrying that child in your stomach. How you felt when they came into the world, the intense, overpowering at times, feelings of love. You look down at that baby and you say to yourself, I would do anything, anything, if anyone ever tried to harm a hair on your head. But that also goes for if somebody appears online financially benefiting from the death of that baby 30 odd years later. Can you imagine the torment, the anger at listening and being told you can't avoid finding out that a man on YouTube is discussing details of your child's murder and her baby's? But not only is he doing that, he's making up salacious details. Why is he doing that? Because he has an audience such as yourselves. It's drama. It's like when you're on the motorway and there's an accident. We call them rubberneckers in the UK. They cause more accidents, by the way, by stopping to look, to see how gory it is. They want to hear the details. And yesterday there was a comment under one of his videos saying, I want to know, tell me what happened to the youngest child. Tell me. You are disgusting. You are absolutely disgusting. Where is the empathy for these victims? You have absolutely no right to cause a family more pain, if that's humanly possible, because the pain they are feeling is the worst pain you could ever experience. But you're putting this man on a pedestal, saying he is capable of investigating a crime such as this. No, he isn't. And you want to know why he's not getting a response from the DA? It doesn't take a lot of brain cells to work out that man knows absolutely nothing. But he's a murder fantasist, fantasizing about the details of grotesque murders. Now let's look at the word murder. Can you imagine waving your child off? Maybe they've gone to school. They don't come back. They should be back maybe 4 o'clock. It gets to past. You start getting quite nervous. It gets to 1:45. You text them, they don't respond. It gets to 5:30. You're breaking out in a sweat. Your heart is racing. And then you find out they've been murdered. They're never coming back. Only their body is going to be returned. The soul has gone on. You're never going to hear them speak again. You're never going to hear them laugh. You're never going to hear them cry. The shock is so raw that police officers, when they have to inform family members, these are the same police officers that some of these subs are saying are useless and they should be arrested because they're corrupt. They go and they inform the family. Now, reactions can vary. Some reactions can be that extreme, they actually punch the police officer. They start punching them and hitting them, and that police officer will stand there. They will take that. They will hold that person as both the police officer and the mother or the parent fall to the ground. And the mother or the father is saying, no, 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 this is a mistake. This is a mistake. I want to see them. This is a mistake. I want you to visualize that journey. I want you to visualize that car journey to a mortuary. And now I want you to visualize the armchair detective sitting there night after night with his very expensive clothing, asking for more money, asking you to join Patreon because he's got more details that he's made up and you all want to hear it. You can't wait to hear it. Well, why? Why do you want to hear it? It's not truth. It's not fact. And for those of you that know the facts, the actual truth of this case, how does that make you feel? Can you put yourselves in the family member's shoes? And then you start attacking the brother who's every right to defend the honour of his sister and his nieces. He has every right to hold the man that is making up vile details about his nieces and about his sister. He's every right to say, you will stop. That's all he can do. There's nothing else he can. He wants to go for a walk and come back with his sister and his nieces and say to his parents, look what I've done, look the back. But he can't. The only thing he can do, because he loves his parents that much and he's witnessing the pain they are going through, the only thing he can do is hold people accountable that are making a lot of money off fake information about the most final moments of his family's life. Please stop enabling the armchair detective. Look to yourselves, look to your children, look to your grandchildren, your sisters. For 30 seconds, just put yourself in their shoes. You can't truly do that. But if you don't feel anything, I pity you. I pity you. I truly pity you.